tree. I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me, we're meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Now, I also bought from a fella, see if I can get this thing open, a TRC. I don't know if you guys know anything about these knives, but these are these are nice knives. And you know, the KYDEX sheath that it comes with is not half bad. I'll give it that. Basic. The blade does rattle a little bit in it, but they didn't use scuba webbing. They used regular webbing for this. They could have used scuba webbing. It's a lot stronger and a lot stiffer. But all in all, decent leather KYDEX sheath. Here's the knife. We'll take a look at it. It's brand new. The retention's really tight on this too. So there it is. Beautiful knife. Oh, look, got dust on my blade. Beautiful knife. Beautiful knife. So we'll be doing a review of that, and I'm also probably going to sell this one as well. I'm going to build a new sheath for it though. Something that works a little better. Has more carry options, couple of my options. So we'll see how that does. Get ready to smoke a cigar. Booyah! Alright, so we're inside the tent now. There's Kiwi Keith. Hey, Kiwi Kiwi. No, lay down. Down. Lay down. You stay, babe. You stay. Whew, it is cold. I got the heated rocks in here. I can already feel the warmth coming off of them. I can already feel the warmth coming off of them. So, we'll see how they do. It's already fairly warm in here, and it's like 16 degrees outside. So, we'll see. Morning. Woo. Well, I'll tell you, this is probably the most, well, the warmest sleeping bag I've ever slept in. This thing is incredible. Oh. Time to get up. Got shit to do. Check this out. I'm glad I wasn't in this when this happened. This is the MSR Hubba Hubba Fast and Light mode with just the poles and the tarp and the ground cloth. Well, we had a freezing rainstorm today, and I slept in this last night, as you all know. 14 degrees last night. And then today we had this ice storm, and it's a sheet of ice. I want to just show you how tough these things are. Okay, this ice on here is pretty thick. All right, it's hard to, relatively hard to break off. So let's try to. All right. So it's probably 1/8 of an inch thick or so. So I got to dig this thing out, and I'll show you what the tarp looks like after I'm done breaking all this away and clearing all this frozen snow from the bottom. This is going to be quite a chore. All my gear is still in there. Sleeping bag, everything. So, it held up really well. I'd be very surprised if I see any damage on this tarp. Okay? This is one of the reasons I really like this Hubba Hubba tarp. It is tough as hell. This is actually the third tarp that I've owned. Over the years, what happens is they start to degrade, and the seam tape starts to peel off of them. And what I do is I contact MSR and say, hey, the seam tape is coming off of my tarp, and they generally send me a brand new one. This one's brand new. I just got it. So, and this is the third one I've had, and they stand by their gear. I've been buying this tent for a good 15 years. And I've had 2 tents and 3 tarps. So this is the second tarp for this tent. And they're really tough. So let me break this stuff away and we'll see what we can do here. There's ice everywhere. I mean, my fire pit. That's the only place there's no ice because it was still warm up until midday from the fire last night. All my wood's got ice on it. My Jeep is frozen in time. Oh shit. I don't know what to do about this. All I gotta do is get in there. Look at the icicle. This is cool. This is not the worst I've ever been in, though. Okay, so let me break this thing out of here. Okay, so no worse for wear. This is why I love this thing. Now, had this been, say, the Big Agnes Copper Spur Classic tarp and poles and footprint, I might have found some damage on that, because that's made with slighter materials. it's just, this Hubba Hubba tarp is amazing. Full coverage and no weight. You know what I mean? And pretty tough. Pretty tough. I've weathered windstorms. This thing can handle all but the most ferocious winds. You know what I mean? And then even when the wind starts getting, you know, up there, there's guy out points. Here, you can use these toggles for guy out points. You know, pull it out a little, like that. Everything's bar tacked. Works real well. I really like this shelter. And it's starting to snow again. I still got some ice, you know, along the seams, because the ice grabs there where the stitches are. But MSR has a new technology of waterproofing their tents. They don't tape them anymore. They don't seam tape them anymore. They do something else. It's a coating that is actually like baked into the fabric. So this is sil nylon, but it's thicker sil nylon. It's thicker than most. And I think this thing, with poles and everything, just over 2 pounds. Great shelter. I highly recommend it. It's my very favorite. And the one thing I really, really like about it is it's full coverage. I mean, if it's raining hard, a little windy or whatever, you're not getting wet. This thing will weather it. And you can bring it all the way, almost to the ground. Almost. You still need some ventilation, because condensation can become an issue if you don't have that ventilation. So, I'm going to head in. I'll deal with the Jeep tomorrow.